Video. I'm back, and I'm chilling in this chair. You know, I really like this chair. I'm in a travel lodge, and check out this chair. I really like it for some reason. It looks better in real life. I can't lie, it doesn't look as good on the camera. But the colours, they just really pop, like the contrast of the blue and the grey. Hi. So you can see, here you look at my phone case. So yeah, I'll give you the tour. Look, here's a bed. Here's the snacks. Cheese pickle sandwich. Costa coffee. Is it? Oh yeah, Costa. Some crisps, Coke, and a mug of water. And I made a song from the snacks. I made a song. Okay, let's not get too crazy now. Rest of the tour. Bathroom. Eau de toilette. Le sink. Et le shower. Et on Je m'appelle James. Okay, that's the extent of all my French. I only tried to do that because I was listening to the song. I was listening to a song in my head. No, I was thinking of a song which I was listening to in my head. Yeah, no, I haven't got any earphones in. I was just listening to it in my head. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, I was thinking of the song by a certain Miss Dua Lipa, of whom I'm a big fan, and I really like her music because, well, I'm not going to go into detail, but basically she has a song called French Exit. French Exit. Like an exit, like, you know, the opposite of an entrance. But sometimes an exit is also an entrance, and an entrance is also an exit. It's true. And you know, one time, anyway, so that was why I was thinking about French. I was thinking, oh, I should learn some French because it's Dua Lipa. She has a song called French Exit. Okay, look, it all makes sense to me. Okay, if it doesn't make sense to you, just keep your opinions to yourself. Okay, or share them. Fine, but you know, I'm making this video for me. Okay, as far as I know, no one's going to watch it. But who knows? I could be one of those people who, in 10 years, suddenly amasses a wealth of internet followers. And then they look back on this video and they go, wow, look at James. Look what he was like 10 years ago. Wow. But that's probably not going to happen. Anyway, I had another thought. This was it. Okay. One time, I went to Tesco in Manchester Piccadilly Station. There's a Tesco in there. And I just walked in through the door. And the guy said, oh, sorry, this is the exit. The entrance is over there. And I just completely ignored him, walked past him, and walked into the shop. I was like, thinking to myself, no, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. There's a door. There's two doors. There's a door here. There's a door there. I can walk in this one. I can walk in that one. What makes one an entrance and one an exit? I don't like. Anyway, let's not go into politics because we're going to start. People are going to start creating metaphors and all the rest. But so anyway, 5 minutes in, that's great. So story time. Story time. What have I been doing? So right now, I am in yet another ho 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 Merry Christmas hotel. That's where I am. So it's been fruitless in terms of trying to find a place. Although I do have one that's potentially lined up very soon. Sorry, I've just had a pint of beer and it made me do that thing where your face kind of goes and you have to swallow. But it's not a burp, but it kind of feels like a burp. So anyway, look, I'm in a place right now which is very good in terms of, mentally, emotionally, physically. It's actually all true. I sounded like Donald Trump, and that was that weird. That kind of freaked me out. But what I'm trying to emphasize is I'm in a great position, and I'm still just retaining this position, looking out across all the options, and just honing in on which one I'm gonna head towards. And of course, there's loads of different options, and um, I don't want to go into too much detail because it's all still very personal, and I don't share everything there is to be said about myself with anyone, with everyone, with all the psychos that are on the internet. There's a good topic of conversation. Why is the internet full of just, like deranged, psychopathic, inflammatory, just insane, like bullshit opinions? I think it's the safety net of anonymity that people sort of rely upon, and also just the whole like keyboard warrior um, ideal that I can say what I want, and they wouldn't necessarily say that in person. Maybe they would, but it's a lot easier to say it when you're hiding behind, anonymity or whatever. So it's like I just see so many just crazy opinions on the internet, and I just think to myself, like, you can't actually believe this. But the thing is, like, I know that the majority of people that share these kind of opinions are the ones that are like I would see in real life. I would take one look at and just go, jeez, and just have no interest in talking to them. When I say go, oh jeez, like that's just like a mental thing. What I'm saying is, I would take one look at them and just have no interest in engaging further with them, and have no interest in, you know, pursuing any kind of meaningful relationship of any kind with them or whatever. I just wouldn't say a word to them. I just remain completely silent, say nothing, and have no interest, and carry on with what I'm doing. But that's the point in what I'm trying to say is that the internet kind of gives a voice to people who normally you might not consider their opinion at all, but for some reason you hear their opinion on through an internet like message or whatever, and it has this like triggering effect on you, even though in real life you might be a person who says something and you just go and then just like walk on and carry on with your day and not even think about it and not care. But I guess I don't know. I don't know what the point I'm trying to say is. I'm quite an internet skeptic in a lot of ways. I think, well, no, I am and I'm not. Like, there's loads of great um, reasons for the internet to exist and what it's done for communication and like the development of like human intelligence and everything like that. And um, and you could argue it creates healthier dialogues to some degree. Like if you go to a place like Reddit where there's conversations happening and there's, somebody posts a post and then somebody writes a comment and then there's 100 comments to that one comment and each comment goes on to the next comment to the next comment. And it's a big conversation that's unfolding. But there's no, that's the place for everyone to share their opinions, but for there to be no physical repercussions and ideas can be shared in this sort of safe place. And that's sort of good for some reasons because it reduces physical conflicts, but it also then encourages people to have more and more extreme opinions because there's no one in front of them for them to face. Sorry, I'm now just looking at my gums. They look really red on the camera. I don't think they are actually that red. In the mirror they look fine. But just on the camera, they look really red. That's weird. So anyway, yeah, the internet, I mean, that's all that really. I've been sort of browsing Reddit a bit recently and getting involved in conversations. But I find that a lot of the time myself just thinking people posting things and me just thinking, why have you posted this on the internet? Like, it seems odd to me that someone would have some sort of experience and then go ahead and just write about it on a forum with no context and no, like, nothing to attach to it. Like, I think it's very different if somebody makes a video, because at least you can see their face, you can hear their voice, you can get some of the you can get like the humanity element to it. Whereas reading things can be very sterile. It can be very difficult to make a judgment on someone's character based on just reading a statement that they've written. And honestly, I think that it's like cowards and like socially manipulative people and liars that are just that use like the written statement in order to attempt to elicit emotion out of people, and they don't have the courage to show their face because a lot of the time they're aware that they're using speech and text as like in an effort to manipulate instead of just being sincere and approaching situations with honesty and transparency. It's so funny I just said honesty and transparency. There's a guy on the tube earlier today, I think it was, or it might have been yesterday, but he was giving like a full like lecture sort of speech to the people on the tube, and he's going, honesty and sincerity are the best qualities in a person, and you should always function with sincerity. And he was going on like this, like giving this like lecture for about 10 minutes. I was looking at him like people were just sort of thinking like, what is this guy doing? And but anyway, I thought he was great, and then he stunk of alcohol. But then he just hopped off at the next stop. But fucking hell, dude, if you're watching my video, great lecture, man. I really got something from that. Okay, alright, that's enough. See you next time. Peace.